welcome to our channel. Today, we will be looking at the first hidden pattern that'll reveal your true personality. Researchers peg this as a sign of obsessive-compulsive disorder. If you can relate to this, you may have certain rituals or routines that you must follow in order for you to feel comfortable or at peace. Let's take a look at some examples. Let's say you're eating an apple. You may find yourself peeling off the sticker on the apple before biting into it. Or when you're brushing your teeth, you'll make sure to brush exactly 32 times to ensure that every tooth has been brushed. Even when you know there is nothing wrong with the things you're doing, you still have this urge to do these actions over and over again. When you feel compelled to perform certain actions to reduce anxiety, it could be a sign of obsessive-compulsive behavior. This is called a compulsion. Everyone has their own compulsions, and it doesn't always have to be something bad. Sometimes it can be good habits like exercising every day or reading a book. However, if you can relate to the above-mentioned scenario, you may want to seek help from a mental health professional, because it can become a serious issue if not dealt with. Have you ever had someone close to you tell you that you have a lot of nervous energy? Maybe they even said it in a joking manner, but did it really make you think about what they said? Here's a fascinating fact about your energy level that can reveal your true personality. A study published in the Journal of Personality and Individual Differences found that people with high levels of spend more time in social situations than those who score low on extroversion. Those with higher levels of introversion prefer to spend more time alone or with familiar faces. In other words, those with higher levels of introversion tend to be more reserved around unfamiliar people. This one may seem pretty obvious, but trust us, there's more to yawning than just being tired. Yawning increases blood flow to the brain and helps wake you up. It can also signal that you are interested in what is going on around you. A research paper published in Frontiers in Psychology suggests that yawning is also contagious. It explains that seeing others yawn can trigger the same response in us, even if we are not tired. The study goes on to explain that this phenomenon happens because of empathy. We mimic the behavior of those around us, especially if they display emotions that we can relate to. So if you catch yourself yawning during class, even though you haven't been sleeping, you may be feeling empathetic towards your classmates. You probably already know that food is essential to keep our bodies running smoothly. But did you know that your choice of meal can actually reveal a lot about your personality? According to a study published in the Journal of Personality and Social Psychology, people with high levels of conscientiousness tend to choose healthy foods. The study explains that individuals who score high in conscientiousness have a tendency to plan ahead and make lists to stay organized. This trait leads them to plan out their meals in advance, so they don't stray away from their diet. On the other hand, those with low levels of conscientiousness were found to make unhealthy food choices. They were also more likely to skip meals because they failed to plan ahead. So, the next time you sit down to eat, pay attention to the type of food you're having. It might reveal a lot about your personality. You may already know that music is a universal language that transcends cultural barriers. But did you know that listening to certain genres of music can reveal a lot about your personality? According to a study conducted by researchers at the University of Texas at Austin, classical music lovers tend to be open to new experiences and emotions. The study explains that those who enjoy listening to rock music have a tendency to be... They are also more prone to engage in risky behavior such as smoking and drinking alcohol. On the other hand, those who prefer pop music tend to be more agreeable. Pop music fans were also found to be less neurotic and were more likely to be extroverted. So the next time you're listening to music, pay attention to the genre. It might reveal a lot about your personality. According to statistics, only a small percentage of you who watch our videos are actually subscribed. If you're not subscribed yet and you enjoy what you see, do consider hitting the subscribe button. This encourages the platform's algorithm in promoting more of our mental health content. To more people out there, how you dress can reveal a lot about your personality, according to experts. A research article published in the Journal of Experimental Psychology states that people who wear formal clothing are more likely to conform to societal norms. In contrast, those who prefer casual attire tend to be more nonconformist. Another research article published in the same journal suggests that people who prefer brighter colors tend to be more extroverted. In fact, the study explains that those who choose to wear bright colors are more likely to be noticed in a group setting. They're also more likely to receive positive feedback from others. A study published in the Journal of Personality and Social Psychology found that people who prefer darker colors tend to be more introverted. Introverts are often described as being more mysterious and reserved. And what better way to embrace that personality trait than by wearing darker colors? So, the next time you're getting dressed, pay attention to the colors and styles you're choosing. They might reveal a lot about your personality. If you find yourself constantly losing things, you may want to pay attention to this hidden pattern. Losing things can be frustrating, but it can also reveal a lot about your personality. According to a research paper published in the Journal of Personality and Individual Differences, people who are careless are more likely to lose things. The study explains that carelessness is a personality trait characterized by a lack of attention to detail and a tendency to make mistakes. People who are careless are often described as being disorganized and unreliable. They are also more likely to be forgetful. So, if you find yourself constantly losing things, you may want to pay attention to this hidden pattern. It may be a sign of a personality trait that can affect your life in other ways. Do you find yourself constantly worrying about things that may never happen? If so, you're not alone. According to a study published in the British Journal of Psychology, people who worry a lot tend to have high levels of neuroticism. The study explains that neuroticism is a personality trait characterized by a tendency to experience negative emotions, such as anxiety, depression, and anger. People who are high in neuroticism are often described as being moody and volatile. They are also more likely to experience psychological problems. So, if you find yourself constantly worrying about things, pay attention to this hidden pattern. It may be a sign of a personality trait that can affect your life in other ways. Do you notice your handwriting changing depending on your mood? If so, you're not alone. According to a study published in the Quarterly Journal of Experimental Psychology, people who are angry tend to write in large letters. The study explains that anger is a strong emotion that can cause physical changes in the body, such as increased heart rate, and muscle tension. These physical changes can affect the way we write, causing us to write in larger letters with thicker lines. So the next time you find yourself writing in anger, pay attention to your handwriting. It may reveal something about how you're feeling. As you can see, there are many hidden patterns that can reveal your true personality. From your handwriting to the music you listen to, there are many things about you that can tell you a lot about who you are. So the next time you notice a hidden pattern in your behavior, pay attention to it. It may just tell you something about yourself that you didn't know before. Did you find this video helpful? Let us know in the comments below. Please like and share it with friends that might find value in this video too. Make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell for more content. All the references used are added in the description box below. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.